I'm Rashmi from Just Tutors, and today we are going to learn about reproduction in animals. Under this lesson we have two subtopics to complete. The first is introduction and the second is sexual reproduction. In the first subtopic we are going to discuss what reproduction is and what are the various modes of reproduction and how important it is in living organism. Proceeding further, and we have a little pre-assessment that is going to help you in understanding the lesson in more effective manner. So you can read each and every statement given on the slide and then decide whether it's true or false. After completing or deciding your answers, you can match them from the correct answers on the slide. Moving ahead, and the first topic we have the introduction. Reproduction, as you know, is the process of production of offspring by a sexual or asexual method. So as you can notice, we have already been given by the two modes of reproduction, which is inside the box, sexual or asexual method. Reproduction is necessary for the continuation of a species. So here we have the basic importance of reproduction, that continuation of a generation or a species, we need reproduction. Reproduction ensures that similar kind of individual remains their generation after generation. For example, a human being reproduce a baby child that grown up as another human being. Similarly, a dog reproduce a puppy that's grown up as a dog. A cat reproduce a kitten that grown up as a cat. So these are the few examples that shows the reproduction in the different individuals or different species. So far you have discussed about reproduction in plant. If you remember, we have discussed various methods in reproduction in plant. For instance, if you remember, we have discussed vegetative propagation, which is a reproduction method in plant. So similarly, we are going to discuss few methods of reproduction in animals. Proceeding further, this slide talks about the two modes of reproduction. The first is sexual reproduction, production of offspring by combining genetic information from two different sexes by fusion of gamete. Here we have another important keyword which called gamete. Both of the living organism who is taking part in reproduction have a common cell which called gamete, and the nucleus of that cell get into fusion, or you can say the gamete of male and female interact, and after fusion a new cell formed, and that new cell is a result of reproduction. We will discuss about that in our further slide. Another modes of reproduction is asexual reproduction, production of offspring from one parent only. So this is the difference. In sexual reproduction both parents are needed, but in asexual reproduction only one parent involved, usually with no genetic variation and no gamete fusion occur, and on this reproduction no gamete fusion occurs. So we have seen the difference in between sexual and asexual reproduction. In our further lesson we will have a various examples based on sexual and asexual reproduction, so you would have a clear idea that how does sexual and asexual reproduction take place. Proceeding further, and the next topic we have is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves two organisms or different sexes, male and female. Both have different reproductive parts or organ. So as you can see that male and female both have different reproductive parts or organ. These reproductive organ produces gamete. So reproductive organ produces gamete, which after fusion produces zygote. So this is another keyword, which is the result of fusion of two different gametes. This zygote then develop into a new organism. So this is a new cell that becomes a new organism. So at the below picture we have a clear we can have a clear idea about sexual reproduction. You can see the two gametes in both of the sides, and they are taking part in the process of fusion, and that called fertilization, and that result out as another cell that called zygote. Proceeding further, and we have a little more about sexual reproduction. The main characteristic of a sexual reproduction is a production of gamete. So this is the main part in the sexual reproduction. Gamete is a haploid male or female germ cell which is able to unite with another of the opposite sex in sexual reproduction to form a zygote. So that's the main importance of gamete in the process of reproduction. Gametes are produced in male and female reproductive organ. On the following slide, you are going to know about male and female reproductive system. So here in the picture here you can see the two gamete. This is the female gamete, and the below picture is of male gamete, and these are the nucleus. And when these two cells take parts in the process, and after fusion we have a new cell which called zygote. So this is all about reproduction and sexual reproduction. On the basis of these two topics, we have few questions here. You can go through with every question, and if you face any difficulty while writing your answers, you can get back to the video and once again clear your concept. Thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.